Yo, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's your boy Skills. Hey, how y'all doing? Alright, so, today is a special edition of Let Me Be Clear. And basically what this is involving is this movie that was just released is called Red Tails. And I don't know if y'all see my jacket or not. It says AVREX Tuskegee Airmen, and I'll show you the back of it. But anyway, this movie right here, I was able to go to a private press screening here in Houston on Tuesday. And really awesome movie. It is about this group known as the Tuskegee Airmen. They're the 332nd Fighter Group, an all-black unit back in World War II. They were flying the unfriendly skies over Germany, facing the Luftwaffe in the air, facing racism on the ground. Movie came out today. It got panned. A lot of people were expecting more realism. They said the script was corny, lame, and different all sorts of things. I mean, nothing good to say about this movie. But see, that's actually why this movie needed to be made. The story of the Tuskegee Airmen has been, it was told in the HBO movie back in the 90s. Really good movie. But here's the thing. Red Tails doesn't need to focus on the deep history, you know, talking about the 1925 Army College study that was done that said blacks were not mentally capable of flying aircraft. No. Alright? It doesn't need to talk about how they faced Jim Crow, even though eventually they were respected on the battlefield for their efforts, for their successes. But then after, when they came back to the United States, that it took almost actually 20 years before blacks, other minorities were given civil rights. So that's not what Red Tails needed to focus on. What Red Tails really needed to focus on was highlights. What these men did, you know, not just the airmen themselves, but also the ground crews. You know, just a snapshot. You know, and in it has focuses on the leader, Easy. He is dealing with alcoholism. Lightning, who is just this hotshot guy, and also even tackles interracial relationships, because Lightning actually ends up hooking up with this beautiful Italian woman. So the thing is, like I said, people are saying, oh, it's not realistic. Well, here's the thing. I saw Saving Private Ryan. I think it's one of the awesomest movies ever made. Red Tails, they did not need to go realistic with it, okay? There's no need to, just show, oh, like this guy gets shot up and, show the bullet exiting, out the airplane and everything. There was no need for that in this. This is a family movie, all right? It's actually a throwback of sorts. For instance, like the Flying Leathernecks, the Flying Tigers, all those old 1940s, 50s style war movies. That's exactly what Red Tails, it should be. It deserves to be right there with them. It's just a modernized version. CGI, it's awesome. The dog fights are sick, and it actually is even better than Top Gun in a lot of regards, because these are true American heroes who, like I said, face the bullets, some of the finest fighter pilots from the Luftwaffe, and then they would, make it back to their Italian base, go into town, and then have to face, like segregation right there, right in your face. And the thing is, the real Tuskegee Airmen, they had to overcome so very much. And, people are like, their story wasn't told right. It has been told. This right here is an inspiring, uplifting story. That's what this is. Don't look at this as being a history lesson, a complete one. If you want to read history about the Tuskegee Airmen, about the 99th, about the 332nd, grab a history book. Alright? This right here is snapshots, highlights of some of the awesomest things that the Tuskegee Airmen, that the Red Tails did. That's what this is about. Alright? Anything else, you're looking for Saving Private Ryan realism, okay, it would have been panned because, oh, it wasn't realistic enough, you know. Some people, I mean, were already going to diss on it because it had a predominantly black cast anyway. But I went in, I cover video games. I'm a critic, so what do I have to lose? But I went in, watched the movie, and walked away impressed. Matter of fact, at the press screening, it was a predominantly white audience. At the end of it, everyone was clapping. So, I'm here to tell you, do not be faded by the haters. Yes, I'm calling them out. Haters, people that are looking, oh, this is not this. It's tastefully done. If you're wondering about profanity, there were very few words. The reason that the movie received a PG-13 rating is because of the violence. I mean, there are times when people get shot, there's some bloodshed, and then the racism, you know, I mean, the racist words that are said, and I'm not going to repeat them, but the N-word, different things like that. There's also a romance, like I said, interracial relationship, which actually I believe, you know, like that one is kind of like George Lucas showing the world, all right, you know, hey, here's an interracial relationship because he is with a black woman. So I think that was that. I got elements of that, but still it was tastefully done. All you need was your mind, you know, that they're kissing in one scene, and then the next scene, she's in this really long nightgown. Lightning is in, like I said, just his khakis, Dockers, and you know that something went down. But the thing is, they didn't have to show that. So honestly, I mean, it's a whole lot like the 1940s, 1950s style World War II films. Very uplifting, very inspiring, and will challenge everyone, regardless if you're black, white, Asian, doesn't matter. It will challenge you to excel. That in the spite of, I mean, just difficult odds, these men overcame, they achieved. And actually it paved the way for civil rights. You know, this is one of the catalysts. So my recommendation, you know, all you gotta do is look at Rotten Tomatoes. 33% of critics liked it, but then 82% of the audience they disliked it. The 34% of people that reviewed it liked it. But then if you look at the customers, you know, the actual film goers who aren't critics, 82%. So it is a very awesome movie. Take children. Children can go. Like I said, not that much profanity, some violence. But I mean, hey, you know what? If you can look at Star Wars, any of them, I mean, they're not violent movies. And I mean, that's how George Lucas rolls. So, George Lucas, kudos to you. Thank you so much for making this. I mean, honestly, I love the movie. I took my 8-year-old son to see it. He loved it. I'm going to take my 5-year-old, take my wife, my family. We're going to go catch this. You know, you got my support. Anthony Hemingway, this is a personal message to you. You don't know me, but we got fam together. My fam's in Wilmington, North Carolina, so I just wish you nothing but success. I look forward to interviewing you one day, getting a chance to meet with you, kick it with you. And to the rest of the staff, y'all did an excellent job on the movie. I repeat, I cannot wait for the 3D version. Can't wait for the Blu-ray because I will be supporting you. I will be buying it. Alright, so anyway, it's your boy Skills here on Let Me Be Clear. I got some more video game news coming up, but right now I just had to go ahead and put this out there. So I'm telling you right now, P-51, Cadillac of the Sky, you need to check this movie out. It is awesome. Like I said, the thing is, people call it corny, cartoonish. It's a throwback. And the thing is, this is something you can take your 5-year-old, you can take your 6-year-old, you can take your 10-year-old to go see it. You can even take, you know, your dad, your mom, you know, veterans from World War II. Take them to see this movie. This movie's awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the back of this jacket. So that's it. So that's it right there. Alright, so I just want to, like I said, I had this jacket for a few years. Love it. Awesome. And I, like I said, wore this to the press screening. So anyway, so that's it right there. You know, Tuskegee Airmen. And they overcame so many odds, and it's sad that they got to try to overcome a vampire chick, you know, and other stuff, like I said, because this is actually one of the best movies that I've seen in a very long time. And it's good, feel-good movie, it's wholesome, and it's inspiring. So, alright, so it's your boy Skills. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.